No holiday weekend for 2020 contenders. They're raising money, plotting strategy with the critical debate now just a month away. And of course, out on the campaign trail. Bernie Sanders has been stumping in New Hampshire. Pete Buttigieg is home in Indiana, while both Cory Booker and Elizabeth Warren are spending Memorial Day in Iowa. But as Warren continues to brand herself as the policy candidate, is it working with voters in the Hawkeye state? NBC road warrior Ali Vitale has been on the trail with Warren all weekend long and checking with voters along the way, and she joins us now. So, Ali, what do voters there have to say about Warren and the fact that she is running clearly this policy-driven campaign?
Yeah, Chris, it's clearly sinking in. And I want to tell you why I wanted to do this story in Iowa specifically, because it's a state that Elizabeth Warren is banking on. She's got over 50 staffers on the ground here already. That's way more than most of her competitors, even though everyone is playing the game in Iowa. And I think it's important to note that when she talks about, I have a plan for that, voters seem to be picking that up and they care. Listen to what they told me over the course of the last 3 days here in the Hawkeye State.
She's the plan girl right now, isn't she? I mean, she really has specifics, plans on almost everything. And I like her record. I like her. She's got a voting record and a policy record that's pretty long and pretty specific. And that's what I like about her.
I want someone who knows how to solve problems and who knows how to work with people, who has a record of accomplishment. But we have a lot of those people that, fill that bill. It's going to be very hard.
Do you think there's a downside to her being known as like the policy candidate in the field?
I think it's a plus. I think that's exactly what we need, is someone who's intelligent and who knows the policy and can come up with a policy that will work.
And later in that conversation, that last voter that we heard from actually drew the comparison with President Donald Trump, which it's important to note that that's eventually who these candidates are going to go up against. And it does provide a pretty stark contrast when you consider that Democrats are parsing through their field by talking about policy. But when they go up against Donald Trump, he's not someone who leans in heavily at all on the policy front. And so it's going to be interesting to watch once we do hit a general election well over a year from now how that plays out. But right now, voters telling me that they do want to hear people fill in the policy specifics as they figure out who they're going to vote for in 2020. Chris?
Fascinating stuff, Ali Vitale. Thank you for that.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.